Hello there. Welcome to the Advertiser's Guide to the Galaxy with me, Karthik Srinivasan. I'm back with more insights on marketing and advertising from India. In today's episode, I will be talking about a specific framing around investments where at one end we are asked if our money is lazy, and on the other end we are asked if our money is working hard. The recent ad for SBI Mutual Fund's SBI Savings Fund makes for an interesting watch for multiple reasons. On its own, it's both entertaining and illustrative. It goes on to show in excruciating detail a totally lazy slob while building the mystery of why we are being exposed to his pointlessly meandering existence for almost a minute. Towards the end of the ad, the penny drops. And how? The crux of the ad is, do not let your money be lazy. The first reason why this is interesting is that this is exactly the opposite in terms of the narrative device of a recent ad for another financial services product called Best Invest, an online investing platform from the UK. Best Invest's ad, made by the creative agency Harbour Collective, focused on the inverse of SBI Savings Fund's narrative, make your money work harder. But they humanized the concept further by adding, make your money work as hard as you. And to bolster the point, they showcased a couple of professions where people work grudgingly hard, including an action stuntman, a news reporter braving terrible weather, and a man dressed up as a bird for a living. And they made the point that if you work so hard for your money, why shouldn't your money work equally hard? That is, invest it appropriately so that it works hard. The very same idea seen from two different angles. Don't let your money be lazy, as in the SBI ad, versus make your money work hard, as in the Best Invest ad. The other reason why SBI's ad is interesting is that this is not the first time a financial services brand is using this narrative device. To be sure, Best Invest's ad is unique, but SBI's not so much. It's just a different interpretation of the same idea used earlier. For example, in April 2017, the famous mutual fund Sahi Hai campaign from AMFI used the same crux in a very different, diluted way. In that ad, a man gets out of his bank after putting his money presumably in a fixed deposit. His friend, waiting in the car, asks him if the bank was crowded. Our guy says that it was indeed crowded, but now that he has deposited the money, he can relax and his money can also relax. The friend asks him, sure, you can be relaxed, but why let your money relax? Meaning, invest them in mutual funds so that you can make them work. An year earlier, in May 2016, Britain's Aldermore Bank used the very same thought through the agency Delineo. The thought was, get your lazy money working harder. The visual device they used was a pound symbol lazily seated on a sofa and watching TV. In 2020, the US agency Anomaly did a terrific series of ads for the digital financial services company Ali. The idea was exactly what SBI was using too, but with a fantastic visually engrossing twist. Instead of making a person act lazy and ask us if our money too is lazy like him, Anomaly made the money itself act. So you have a dollar note seated on a bed, changing channels on a TV remote, and another dollar note scrolling the Insta feed, eating from the fridge, and playing games on TV. The voiceover goes, you work hard for your money. Does your money work hard for you? If you're not bothered to sit through 30 plus seconds of a slob of a man lazing around doing nothing, either on TV or on a digital channel, I'm sure you would sit through a dollar bill performing the same lazy act. That's a great way to elevate the narrative to a more interesting, appealing level. There is also another ad in the series by Ali where they make the dollar bill do something that we only do with children in our homes. A dollar bill is trying to mark its height on the wall that has previously marked height, the way we do with children as they grow. This is a really illustrative way to ask, is your money growing? But that's not all. Let's go 12 years back in time to Australia. Australia's Rabobank launched a campaign made by the agency YBin that used the same idea. The idea was, don't accept laziness from your savings. The creative device used, showcase a person acting lazy and ask people not to accept similar laziness from your money. Oh yes, same SBI narrative. but they showed a professional commentator at a horse race who doesn't name any horse and simply calls them black horse, brown horse, and finally announces that the horses have won. So we have so far covered 1. A person acting lazy and a brand asking us if our money is as lazy too. 2. People working hard and the brand asking us if our money is working as hard. And 3. Money, as in a dollar bill, acting lazy and the brand telling us that they should not be acting lazy too. Think about it. How else can you depict money or a dollar bill in the context of working hard? The Feb 2022 work by the advertising school at the University of Alabama in a series of speculative ads for the financial cashback brand Ibotta is a good example. Instead of showing a fictional person acting lazy or working hard, and instead of showing a dollar bill acting like humans, this speculative campaign takes a highly inventive approach. Extract the person most commonly associated with money. In Ibotta's case, since it's from the US, it's the dollar bill. So you have past American presidents who are featured in various dollar bills, like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, being the ones working out, running, stretching, and so on. This is very clever. I can picture an Indian equivalent that may not go down very well in the country. Stretch your rupee could be the line, or it could be make your rupee work harder, or it could even be make your rupee go further. And we see Mahatma Gandhi, the face of the Indian rupee, performing yoga, running, or lifting weights. Given India's incredibly short outrage fuse these days, I reckon no agency or brand would even dream of something like that. But just think about the core idea again. So many perspectives, variations, and interpretations, but the idea is exactly the same. That's all for today. And we'll be back next week with another piece of marketing communication and another round of insights. If you want to reach out to me, I am at Beast of Troll across Instagram and Twitter, and Karthik Srinivasan on LinkedIn. I also happen to have a blog by the same name. You can listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app, website, or across any audio platform. The show is also available on YouTube, by the way. Just search for The Advertiser's Guide to the Galaxy on YouTube. You can reach out to IVM at IVM Podcast across Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you so much for listening.